welcome to the June edition of Fandom Forecast. This edition of Fandom Forecast is part of our Summer at Your Library event. So please don't forget to go on our website and check out all the events we have planned for June and July, as well as sign up for the reading program, because if you read for 4 hours, you get a free book, 4 more hours, another free book, and you also have a chance to be entered to win some really cool prizes, so check it out. So the first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today is the manga series I found. I found 3 manga series plus 1 book that I'm counting in this section because it's awesome. So the first series is called Kyle's Little Sister, and the main character is the little sister of like your quintessential like popular guy who's like funny, attractive, and like everybody loves him so much. Even his parents probably love him more than her, or at least she thinks that they do. And it's just kind of her experience as she goes through the world constantly compared to him and, you know, kind of living in his shadow. So it seems like it'll be kind of fun, and it'll be interesting to see how she deals with this. I'm the older sibling, so, you know, it should be interesting to be able to see from my little sibling's point of view. So the second one is called Sodoko-san and Sodoko-chan. This is based off of a, I won't say classic, but it's pretty well known in Japan, of an urban legend of this woman who comes out of the TV and curses you. So basically in the series, her name is Sodoko-san. And one day while she's jumping out of the TV, she meets this little girl called Sodoko-chan. And Sodoko-chan, instead of being afraid of her, is like, "Oh, I'll help you. You're so last millennium with the TV. Don't worry, YouTube is where it's at." So she's gonna help her start cursing people through YouTube, I guess. So it should be pretty interesting. I'm definitely gonna check it out. I am usually not a horror person myself, but this sounds really stinking cute. So I'm totally checking this out. The third manga series I have is called The Detective is Already Dead. And in this one, the main character meets this detective during a plane hijacking, and they end up traveling the world together, having adventures and solving mysteries until that detective ends up dying. So they kind of assume, okay, back to boring old life. I can't really do it by myself. But as they're getting ready to, you know, succumb to their fate, basically, they end up meeting this little kid who looks just like the detective did. So I'm guessing that their adventures are going to continue, but it should be a kind of different dynamic. It should be fun. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. The fourth book that I have, it's not really a manga, but it's called Disney Bentos. So it's going to be a bunch of like ideas and recipes for how to make little Disney themed bentos. And I totally want this book. I am totally getting it, and I'm going to bring little bento boxes with me to work every day for probably a few months until I get sick of this. So I am totally looking forward to it, and I hope you guys look forward to it too and get to try some of them out. The next group of things I have to talk to you guys about are the board games. I had a couple that I found. The first one is called Iberian Gauge. This is similar to things like Ticket to Ride, in that you are building like a train rail conglomerate, but it's slightly different in that instead of only one person being able to buy each rail, you can buy shares in a rail, which is very interesting, in that it kind of changes how you interact with the other players, because you can buy just part of a rail and either completely make a bunch of money off of that or sell it and completely mess with them, basically. So it's kind of, it changes how you're going to be interacting with everybody, which I think adds another layer to things like Ticket to Ride, which will be really interesting. The second one I found is called Ramen Ramen. This seems similar to things like Sushi Go Party. Basically, you are trying to design the most expensive bowl of ramen you can to make as much money as you can. So you're throwing in different ingredients, trying to make this bowl of ramen cost a fortune. And it does sound super cute. And it seems really fun, and the art looks really cool. So I am looking forward to that one as well. The third and last board game that I had to talk to you guys about is called Small Islands. In this one, you are adventuring through like an archipelago through an ocean. And as you go, you're discovering small islands with different kinds of resources and NPCs you can interact with and quests and things like that. So that is kind of the game, is just going on an adventure, which seems super cute. It seems to be kind of playable similar to like Horus. I don't know if you guys have played that one. Where you're kind of building out the map as you go. And it also has a solo mode, which I'm always all for because I'm the sad little solitaire player who plays by myself. So I love a game with solo mode. As far as the next section we want to talk about is the video games. So with the video games, I found 3 new video games for us to talk about. The first one is called Scarlet Nexus. And this one is a mix of like an anime world with like psychic powers and then like a traditional Western sci-fi, more specifically zombie apocalypse type thing. So these like anime characters have psychic powers and they're using it to fight zombies. So, but I think they're more brain-eating aliens type things. So like more straw than, you know, crack and yeah, anyway. The next one is called the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020. So this was a casualty of 2020, but they're finally coming out this year. I'm surprised they didn't change the title to 2021, but it's okay. So you can play like a bunch of the different events from the upcoming Tokyo Games. So the last video game I wanted to talk to you guys about is called Ender Lilies Quietus of the Night. And it is kind of a fantasy post-apocalyptic themed game, so kind of like Diablo almost. But in this world, this fantasy world was like destroyed by this cursed rain that basically drove everybody mad and turned them into monsters. So you're kind of waking up like many years after this went down, and you're traveling with this little girl who doesn't have any memories, but she seems very, you know, odd. So you're going through this world trying to discover what happened. So you're like exploring towns, the ruins of towns and castles and things like that. It'll probably be very dark, but it does sound very interesting, having like mystery aspects as well as like RPG and adventure aspects. So I am probably going to try this one, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm excited actually. Finally, last but not least, we have movies and TV. There was a couple of things coming out that I wanted to tell you guys about. The first one is the new Hotel Transylvania movie, Transformania. Basically, all the monsters get turned into humans and all the humans got turned into monsters. So they're kind of going across the world trying to figure out how to fix this. So it should be cute. It should be fun. Since it's supposed to be like a worldwide travel, I think it'll be pretty cute. The second one is Black Widow is supposed to be finally coming out. For those of you guys who don't know, they were doing a prequel for Black Widow after, you know, what happened in Endgame. And they've been trying to release it since, you know, COVID started. So hopefully it'll be coming out. I'm very excited. We also get to see, you know, the actor who played Hopper in Stranger Things come back as a new character. I find it a little ironic that he's playing a Russian, but it's okay. And then the last one is Jungle Cruise. So it's based off of the Disneyland ride of Jungle Cruise. I'm assuming with a lot more adventure in it and a lot more like, yeah, just bad things happening in general. But it looks like the special effects look pretty interesting and it should be fun. So, you know, it has Emily Blunt in it and everything. So it should be fun. That was pretty much what I had to cover for you guys for June. I will be back with more stuff in July. Don't forget to check out our website and all of our events for summer reading program. And don't forget to win yourself some free prizes. So, I mean, it's free. Come on. And I will see you guys next time.